Hello, it is Carla Italiano coming to you live from Savannah, Georgia. Welcome to day 81 of our 90-day social media run. Thanks for hanging in here. As you know, I'm catching up from a few days I missed when I was a little under the weather, but excited to bring this content to you. Today's information is about how to start a conversation and the importance of starting a conversation with people on social media who send you a friend request or they follow you. This is actually really affirming. It's something that I have done for years. When I receive a friend request, I always try to message that person. And that does two things. First of all, with what this training is about specifically, it starts that conversation and opens it up. But what I also do that for, and what I love, is that it also gives me a reminder of how I am connected to this person. I mean, have you ever gone on social media and you see one of your friends on Facebook, for example, and you don't remember this person? You don't know if this is somebody that, like, maybe you met them in person at a one-time event and you forgot, or maybe they sent you a friend request sometime. By at least me going into the message and say, hey, thanks for the friend request. It's great to connect. If I go back to that person, I know that, oh, this is somebody who sent me a friend request. I might not actually know them in person. We don't have any history to go back on, etc. So it's a note to self, and it gets us closer to that goal of building on social media. So the training specifically is about how to accept a message, how to send a message when you receive a friend request, and some simple actions. So that is part of the dare. So the dare is to do these 3 steps with somebody who has sent you a friend request or followed you. 3 steps. First of all is accept the friend request. This is, of course, assuming this is a normal person, like you go to their profile, it doesn't look spammy, it looks legitimate. I mean, use your common sense here, but assuming it's a normal person, accept the friend request. Secondly, engage on a post of theirs. So like, comment on a few. I did this just today. I noticed somebody had watched my stories on Instagram who we were not following each other. So I sent a follow. I liked some of her content. I commented on it. So second part is engage in some of their posts. And then third is to message them, right? The most important part. So again, the 3 parts: when someone adds you, accept them, engage on a post of theirs, and message them. And the message might go something like this: hi, their name. It's great to be connected to you here on Facebook. How are you? That's simple. And that last question is really important. Always end with a question. I actually, in my years of doing this, I haven't always ended with a question. I'm thinking back now, I wish I should, but now I am doing it for sure, because when you ask a question, it invites and encourages them to engage with you and actually have a conversation, not just a random note. Another question you can add at the end, instead of how are you, can be, how did you find me? Or curiously, how did you find my profile? So I've asked that before too, especially if I know it's not somebody who I've known, or if it's somebody who I'm not connected with, but they like or they comment on a reel. I might ask, like, how'd you find my reel? Or were you searching or just scrolling? Or sometimes it might be after an event and they heard me speak. Could be lots of different reasons, but sometimes it's fun to know. And if nothing else, it's a way to open that conversation. So again, message them, hi friend, or hi, their name, hi name. It's great to be connected to you here on Facebook. How are you? Or how did you find me? How did you come across my profile? Now, if it's on Instagram and somebody follows you, then you can send a message similarly, but you say, hey, and their name. I noticed you followed me here on Instagram. I'm excited to follow you back. How are you? Again, this, like, follow back and ask a question, either how are you or how did you find me. Either way is totally great, because the more that people feel like they know you, the more they're going to be a raving fan in the least, and potentially, a prospect or a customer or team member someday. So the more conversations, the better in general. And plus, it's rewarding just as a human being, right, to connect with people. But as business people building on social media, especially in network marketing, it's about engaging in conversations and having a lot of conversations. So through those conversations, people will become more open and we're more connected. And then in our business, we can intentionally lead those conversations to discover a pain point of the person that we're speaking with, and then eventually get to ask the question, ATQ, as we've learned in this training. Ask the question, offering your solution as a solution to their pain point. That question being simply the script we've always used all along. Curiously, name, Would you be open to looking at some information about a game-changing way to make money on social media? If not, no worries. Just thought I would ask. So that's a simple, quick, amazing training for today. Thanks for hanging in there. If you don't subscribe already, please do so. Feel free to share this video and the other ones from the social media run with anyone you know who is building their business on social media. I have more to come because I have several more sessions to catch up with, and I'm excited to share with you. So thanks so much for following along.